The day we left, we sold that fridge. Those white to me, I think I said this to Kendra the last time I was talking about it, but I was like, pretty sure those chicks died because of that. Whatever was in the like, I cleaned that thing as good as I could, but right under the crisper, that something was happening there that I couldn't control anymore. So,
hey man,
I hope they're okay. But I mean, we needed that money, or you needed that money. I think they gave it to you, right? I don't remember.
It was only like $75 or something. So,
well, it's more than. I guess it's a functioning fridge. Like if you never pull the crisper out,
right?
You know, maybe wash the food that's in there.
You're okay.
Put some water on it. Put a
Clean
little alcohol water.
Might have fucking got your ass shit.
God, Van Nuys. I wonder how dirty that place is right now with all the shit going on. All the fucking. I mean, there were homeless people there when we the last time I was there, just everywhere. And I can only imagine now.
That place has been gentrified, bro.
Yeah, by white homeless people. I guess.
I mean, they're still just gonna. They don't care. They're just gonna live next to the homeless people. They don't care.
I mean, it's so crazy to me that they could raise rent like on the street that we lived. That lady that I worked with at that place over by the airport in Van Nuys, that little like kind of squatty lady, she fucking had to leave her place because she got priced out. It's like, why would you? If somebody tried to raise the rent on me now there, I'd be like, okay, no. You're going to have to build a new building or something to do that.
Right. Where's the swimming pool at?
Where's the weight room at?
And the free naked women.
Wherever. Back then, I would have definitely paid an extra rent for that.
But yeah, man.
Love my wife.
Van Nuys, bro. Like, that's just like everywhere, though, man. That's what Hollywood is, man. Hollywood is just literally just like expensive ass rundown places next to a bunch of homeless people.
Look at that sky. Look at that hooker. She's blowing that guy. I loathe LA. I loathe LA. That's I Loathe LA by Daffy Mal Yinkle Yankle.
And then just people just living like they don't see that shit.
You should see all those rundown places, they got knocked down. You should see Hollywood now.
Oh, word. I mean, they building a bunch of like the condos and stuff now.
That's all it is. I mean, where I live with Jordan on Mansfield, like near Santa Monica and Highland and shit, it's all high-rise condominiums. The shitty Ralph's that was right there, like near Fountain and La Brea, is there, but everything else around it's you would never even know if you were there 10 years ago. You were in the same place.
Bro, I used to hate going through there, man. I used to have to go through that shit like every day. You go to work, I'd be like, man.
Dude, imagine living there, bro. Imagine living right there.
Every morning
when you walk out, you're just like, oh.
There's no way.
There's a double-ended dildo just in my yard. There's a homeless guy puking. Okay. Living the dream.
But yeah, I guess since I didn't know you started recording.
Yeah, I just thought, we could shit on Van Nuys a little bit just to get started, just to get everybody introduced to episode, what is it, 13?
Lucky 13.
This is good. Well, we're about to get in. I'm going to uncork the conspiracy bottle on you here in a second.
Oh, man. I'm just itching and we're waiting to go, too. You ain't even know.
Well, we're going to get into that. But before we do, I thought we could talk a little bit of positive shit, or at least not positive shit, but sports shit, because we haven't done that in a while, because there is some sports. But two things. Well, we'll start with UFC just because I'm excited. You sent that video to me of Kamaru Usman fighting Colby Covington.
Yeah.
And I was watching that shit. First of all, UFC's behind the scenes shit. Like, there are documentaries they do for the fights.
Masterful, bro. Straight masterful,
Oh,
man.
good.
They need to get a fucking Grammy or Emmy or Golden Globe or whatever it is that you give those guys, a ESPY or something. But I feel like that's how you know the game's rigged, because like all the ESPYs is, the Grammys, any of those things, is those people giving themselves awards.
Yeah, that's
You know
crazy.
what I'm saying? Like, it's like, well, look at a good job we did. We get a trophy. It's like, yo,
I
what
never got that shit. It's so weird. It's
I don't
like so
understand it,
dick
man.
sucky. Why do you want? Hey, everyone! It's like having your group of friends over and like we're gonna have the friend group awards. Just with
Right.
like okay.
It's like the Dundies and shit.
That was a valid award, okay? Fuck you. That was a valid
I mean,
award.
honestly, at least it's like verification at your job. Somebody loves you, you know what I mean? Versus, you just working there and they'll say nothing. You know what I mean? Like most places.
Dude, I wish I got a Dundee at any of these bullshit ass jobs I've worked.
Hey, man, let that be a lesson to all corporate structure out there. Hand out more Dundies.
Yeah.
And
give a fucking bullshit trophy to somebody for being like the most friendliest guy in the office or something.
Right.
Whatever, make something up.
The reason why they don't do that is because then the people that don't get that are going to be like, man, that's some bullshit. I'm friendly, man. Like,
yeah, well,
I'm friendly, man.
I'm more friendly than you, motherfucker.
Right. Why ain't nobody give me an award? And then they come in there ready to fight, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, this is why you didn't get the award, man. It's like,
that's when the HR department has to step in. That's not my concern. I'm just trying to build positivity in the work environment with some Dundies. So, but what I was saying, the videos are dope. And that video you sent, I didn't know. I mean, I knew they were doing UFC still. But there's one this weekend with that Masvidal dude fighting Usman. What? Like, is Masvidal just like hitting meat in a freezer someplace, waiting to fight?
Bro, that dude said he'll fight anybody, bro. He was talking about getting in a fight right after he won that fight. So,
dude,
you know what I'm saying?
He's been fighting. He was on those street fight things that Kimbo Slice was on. That guy was in those shits.
Yeah, bro. He's just ready to go with anybody, man. But, I mean, that dude, Usman, bro, that guy is dangerous because he's just enormous, bro. Like, his back looks like a straight-up piece of wood or something, man. Like, that dude will knock you out the fuck out, bro. Like, your whole dreams had dreams. You know what I'm saying?
That fight, he was fighting Covington, and he just kept jacking him like with straight rights or lefts or whatever the hand was.
What it was, if you really saw it when he knocked him out, like that first one that he caught him with stunned him so bad that he really was just like that. You got to give Covington his props because like any other person would have been in a coma. Like Covington was literally like trying to come back awake while he was still fighting, but then he caught him with another one, and then he caught him with that last one, and he basically threw him into the ground with that last one. Like he punched him down into the earth. It was just like, oh my God, bro. Like that is amazing.
That Covington guy, he plays that game where he's really put some like spicy shit talk before the fight. And he used to not be like that. He used to
I think all that stuff's fake, man.
Well, it is fake. And he says that. So he was kind of nobody knew who he was. He was just like a fighter in the UFC, just like a bunch of those dudes.
Right.
He wasn't getting any fights, and when he was, it wasn't getting any pull. So he just started putting a MAGA hat on, talking shit, and basically playing like the heel in WWE.
Yeah.
But he treads that line because he'll attack nationality. He'll attack.
Well, I mean, it's a fight, man. Like that's the thing, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like people get mad when people do that, but in my opinion, because like they were trying to get on Conor McGregor for that, but it's like if you're about to fight somebody, that's what I'm saying. If you're about to fight somebody like in the streets, you say the most disrespectful thing you can. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you're trying to sell a fight, you got to make it look real, man. Because like I remember there's the story of Ali and Foreman. I mean, not Foreman, but Frazier. And like, Joe Frazier was really mad at Muhammad Ali, bro. And then he said that he got into they got into the ring and Muhammad Ali whispered into his ears. He said, "Can you believe this man ain't gonna pay us $1 million for this shit?" And then they started laughing, dog. And then Joe Frazier looked at him. He was so mad, like. But I think that's when he realized, like, oh, this dude just talking.
That's it, dude. That's what gets people's blood boiling, especially for fights.
Oh yeah, man. Especially like that's the thing, like. Fights are always based off of like race baiting and shit too, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like the Great White Hope and shit. So like, you're supposed to be a little spicy with that shit, man. Like, I ain't mad at Covenant for doing all that shit.
No, I'm not.
It's funny.
But I'm not mad at him at all. But my point is, when you do that and then you fight somebody like Kamaru Usman, who legitimately was like, I'm going to fuck this guy up for the world because of all this shit, and he's able to do that, you pay a heavy price for all that shit talk. And when somebody actually comes calling that has the skill.
I mean, I think the same thing was going to happen either way, man. You act like if the dude just was quiet the whole time, he was going to like politely knock him out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll just easily knock you out. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is at that point.
I forget who Usman's fought, but yeah, that guy's a beast. But I'm definitely looking forward to that fight. I think my heart wants Masvidal to win, but I think Usman. I mean, he's too big. He's just way too big.
That's what I was sitting there thinking. I mean, but I don't know, man. The thing is that Masvidal can wrestle too, so I mean,
not as good, but he has that.
I mean,
he's got that cinder block. He could just shut your fights out.
That's what I'm saying, man. I didn't even know them dudes was in the same weight class, so I would have thought Masvidal would be too small to even fight him.
You know what's crazy? They're not in the same weight class, and Masvidal had to make a heavy weight cut to get down to fight Usman. So I don't even know what.
I'm saying, I don't know how big he is. Yeah.
I think I think I heard that right. I think that's the case, but I'm gonna pick. If we're just betting, I'm gonna pick Usman. That guy's too much of a beast. Plus, one time somebody tried to talk shit to him when he was in the crowd of a fight. Like, the guy won a fight and like called him out in the crowd. And the whole time the guy was like talking mad shit in the ring. They cut to Usman and he's just like,
bro, those dudes are fucking yeah, them dudes are both 170, man. Really? They're only 170. Yeah, that's crazy, dog. Like that, because that's how much I weigh pretty much. I'm like 165.
I mean, like, I weigh 215, so I outweigh those guys by a lot, and they could whoop my fucking ass.
I was talking about I'd fight Ice Cube and Busta Rhymes, but I would never in my life step in the ring with either one of them, bro. Like, I'd be like, nah, I'm straight good on that. Only way I would fight them, that's like a horror movie, dude. You know what I'm saying? That's literally just like, that would actually be kind of a dope horror movie. It's just like, somehow, I guess, like a UFC fighter got possessed and just became like Michael Myers, basically serial killer style movie, but he just be doing it with crazy wrestling moves and chasing women down in the streets and just be like, get over here. Like, it'd be terrifying, you know what I'm saying? Like, because it's just like, it's basically a killer, but somehow, like I said, he just gets like taken over by evil and he just starts killing everybody. Like, that, I mean, that is the Evil Dead, you know what I'm saying? Except it's not a fighter, so.
That would be dope. I mean, something with a horror movie with somebody of that skill set, because just the idea. Remember that thing that happened? What's that guy's name? They called him, like, he had a nickname, and he's in jail now. Like, he fucked some porn star.
Oh yeah. What was that guy's
War Machine?
Name? I forgot his name. It was something weird. Yeah, it was something crazy like that. Yeah.
But think of how terrifying. No, but think how terrifying that is if you're in like a relationship or even like that guy's buddy and he just freaks out. Like,
man, hell yeah, bro. And that's why I don't even like being around people that do use steroids and stuff like that. It's like, bro, I'm good, man. I don't need to be in a room with a 300-pound pit bull, man. I'm sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, crazy ass.
All right. I've never been comfortable with anybody that openly talks about like fucking people up. I remember I used to be around a lot of like aggro dudes like that in college, just by association with other people.
Yeah.
And there were a few people that I know my buddy Jordan could name in particular. There was this one dude that we called him Vietnam. I don't remember, like, he had a name that kind of went with that, but we called him that because he was a stone cold psycho. And at that time, I was like a heavy kid. I was kind of timid. So when I knew he was coming, I would like kind of like pull into myself. And when he'd show up, this guy, he was just like a grown up bully. And he knew I wasn't comfortable with that shit. So he'd always like put me in headlocks and like do shit.
Man.
One of those guys. But I saw him like do shit to another person, which is really why I was terrified of the guy. Because it was just like, oh, okay, yeah, this guy's not just saying these things.
Right, he's not all there. I don't know if you remember that day. I think we were like playing basketball out in like the valley somewhere, and like some dude just walks up talking to himself, and then he's like, oh, hell yeah. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Y'all finna play basketball with me, man. What's going on? And I was just like, man, we tired, bro. Like, we had literally been out there for like hours, dog, like playing against each other. And it was just like, oh, man. But I could tell that dude, like, that guy, you could tell he just got out of jail and was just going through shit and needed to get some, like, you know, physical, just like activity and, just be around some people that weren't going to, do nothing crazy with him and shit. And I was just like, man, that's cool, man. But I was like, damn, bro, you would want to play ball right now. But honestly, that guy kind of bullied us into playing basketball, I feel like, because I was just like, I ain't going to say no. You know what I mean? Like, I just felt like it would have been dirty looking.
I think I was just like so exhausted. I was just like, all right, like, I'm going to lose. That's fine.
I'm saying that could have even been like somebody we weren't scared of. That could have been like a little girl, and I still would have been like, yeah, I'll play, just because, like, if you had just been like, nah, I just walked off the court all disrespectful, like,
fuck you,
and get in your car and leave. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, that's mean, man. Like, it's like, that's mean. Like, he literally came up to us all happy and smiling, like, hey, man, let me play with y'all. Yeah, exactly. It's just like, nah, man, we about to leave, and then we just walk away. Like,
yo, we gotta go.
I was like, I can't do you like that. Yeah, it's like, we tired, man. Like, I just feel like that would have been dirty. So, I mean, no matter what, we were gonna do it. But he was kind of hard with a case where I would have been like, man, I feel like if we said no, he might have been like, man, what y'all gonna play basketball, man?
I do remember this because we were playing 21. That's what we were playing.
Yeah, we were just messing around.
I remember, like, he would shoot the ball, but he would say some, like, insane shit. Like, some aggressive shit, like, man, these motherfuckers, like, he would be like, oh, shit, like, what?
Yeah, he was talking to himself the whole time. Yeah, he was, like, crazy, man. Because he told us, he was like, I just got out of jail and shit, and, like, he's like, now I'm about to go smoke some herb and shit, man. Like, I'm about to, like, yeah, we are too, but not with you, though. But
don't
have a good day.
God, man. Yeah, that shit, I don't know. In
it's
LA,
just funny to me.
You have to kind of be wary of anybody that will walk up to you. And when one of the first things they tell you is, I just got out of jail, it's like, that's all I got to go off of, bro. So,
Matt, you know how many people told me that in Atlanta? Like, when I used to work for the bus system out there, that's literally the main line I would hear. Because, like, I had to walk up to strangers and ask them to take the survey on the bus and shit. You know what I'm saying? It would just be like, I know they would be weirded out because it's like, why is this guy talking to me? You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, well, I work for the trains, and I was like, I got this big ass orange jacket on, obviously for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, I look goofy as hell, so
you're just like a beacon to those people.
I don't really got no. Well, it would be funny because they would be like, well, I ain't really got no opinion on what the bus is like because I just got out, man. So I don't even know, man. Like, I ain't rode the bus in like 7-8 years. You know what I mean? I'm like, well, I'm talking like right now. Like, how do you feel about it? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're on it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, you have an unbiased opinion. What do you think?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, you don't got to be given a 20-year catalog of riding a bus, bro. Like, I'm just asking you some questions because, like, really my job was to be there to read forums for people that couldn't read. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, it was just like, oh, read these questions to this slow person right here because they're not going to answer right. And then you would read it to them, and they still wouldn't answer it right. Like, it'd be like, like, it'd be like, from 1 to 10, like, your opinion of the bathrooms or whatever, right? And it'd be like 10 being the best, 1 the worst. And then I'd be like, so, 1 is the worst. And they'd be like, oh, 10. And I'd be like, so you think it's good? Like, no, it's bad. I'd be like, so you mean 1 then? Like, it's just like, you listen to people like, oh my God, man, like, you just did not pass school at all, bro. So,
I just always found it weird, like, how, like, in that instance, if I was coming out of jail, I wouldn't want to tell anybody I just came out of jail. I would hide that. But I always find it weird. Well, maybe, but I always found it weird because you'll meet people out here. I'll just use it as an example. I bet these people that are just these weirdos that you'll meet them, and within like 2 minutes, they'll be like, yeah, I've had like 3 DUIs, or they'll tell you some crazy shit where it's like, why would you tell I need to know more about you as a person before you just drop you got 3 DUIs, because if that's what you're giving me, I'm judging you about just based off the 3 DUIs.
Right. Off the fact that you brought it out so early is what it is. It's like, keep your business to yourself, man. Like, stop sharing all that.
What's your favorite fucking ice cream flavor? Don't just drop a Dewey. Like, even one. Like, Don't tell me you've gotten a Dewey off grip. I just don't want to know that.
But I think, like I said, people like that and like people that get out of jail, like I know for a fact, like I used to work in a jail. So just even when you work there, it's a weird energy in there, bro. Like the second that you walk out the door, you feel like, I don't know, like it's weird, like a pressure gets lifted off of you, man. It's like the air in there is heavier or something, man. It's the weirdest thing, man. So like I think that if you're in there for a long time and you don't have the option to leave, when you finally get out, like you feel like that release off of you, and you be wanting to tell people, like, so you probably feel like you're looking weird, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like somebody talking to you, and it's just like, oh man, I'm sorry if I'm acting strange, man. Like, because that's what I noticed. All of them, they really would always say it to me in a way where they're almost like apologizing for it. Like, if I'm acting weird, man, I just got out of jail, and it's like, it's cool, man. And I would tell them that I would sit there and kind of counsel them and be like, man, I used to work in the jail, bro. So you ain't gotta tell nobody that. Can't nobody see that on you, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just in your mind because that's what they want you to believe. But it's like, you know, move on, man. You know, be better than what you was, you know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit. But I think even with what you were saying, people with the DUI, I think it's the same thing. Like, it's something they did that messed their life up so bad that it like affects them even to this day. Because a lot of those people are like in AA and stuff too. And like, if you know anybody in AA, it's like they live their life around that shit, you know what I'm saying? Because you kind of have to. I mean, if you're a true like addict, you kind of have to like focus on your sobriety. You have to work at it, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of part of the program shit. So they like becomes their personality almost. But I don't know if that's necessarily like a bad assessment of those people, you know what I'm saying? But I just think it is weird to bring that information up early on, though, you know what I'm saying? It's like if you're on a date, you know what I'm saying? You don't just be like, oh yeah, you know, and you know, like I didn't pass third grade. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you're in a job interview, you don't be fucking, you know, saying bad stuff about yourself.
Well, like the one that I'm talking about where the chick just laid off Dewey's, it was just like we moved into a place and the neighbor comes out to meet us and they're like, hey, my name's this, this, and this. I live over here. By the way, I got 3 Deweys. It's like, what is this? Where did you get this thought process going where that was the next thing out of your mouth? It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Right. It's like, hey, why are you talking so fast? I haven't even told you my name.
Yeah.
You
just don't even know if I want to deal with you. I don't want to be your neighbor now.
Oh, bro. It used to be somebody like that at the Trader Joe's I used to work at back in the day. It would be this old man that would come in. And the first time I ever met him, I didn't know. So, like, somebody did me dirty, this person that I work with, as a joke. They were talking, like, because he just would come up to anybody and start talking to them, bro. Like, literally, he'd be like, oh, hey. And he'd be like, oh, what's up? And then, you need something? And he'd be like, oh, you know, you guys have the sweet peas in a can? Man, when I was a little boy, my mama used to grow sweet peas in the garden, and we would eat them. She would make this soup. It'd be sweet pea soup, and we'd eat it for the whole family. And you know what, man, my cousin, speaking of the family, man, my cousin broke his leg when he was like 7 years old. And I remember because I was in a tree watching him and he had broke his leg. So, like, he would do this to people and just literally just be talking at them, bro. Like, not saying, like, not
asking. That's my neighbor right now, bro.
Yeah, just need a body to be there. You know what I'm saying? So, like, the first time I ever met him, this person I work with is talking to him. And he's like, hey, Aaron, come over here real quick. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, help this gentleman out. And then I'm like, yeah, what can I do for you? And then it just goes off on me. And then they walk off smiling. And then
cursed you. They put the curse on you instead.
Well, I let him go for maybe 10, 15 minutes, and then I figured out what he was doing.
10 to 15 minutes.
Well, I mean, because that's what Trader Joe's is, bro. Like, you're supposed to just let him talk. I mean, it probably wasn't that. It might have been 4 or 5 minutes. I don't know. I think I'm over exaggerating. But this is the first time I met him, so I was figuring it out, and I was like, because I kept trying to say something too, because he'd be like, yeah, you know, I used to climb trees when I was a little kid. I'm like, oh yeah, I used to have this big tree in my yard. And then the tree would he just talk over you. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh damn, what was I doing? Go back to shelves, right? And just going back to doing what I'm supposed to do. This dude literally was standing there talking to me about stocking shelves, bro. I'm not even looking at him. Literally, he's in my ear right here, just and yeah, man, and I used to do a cartwheel that would go up 10 feet in the air, and I'm just stocking shelves, looking over my shoulder like, is this dude serious?
And what if he just
crazy,
doing that for an hour, just mundane shit, and then you were sitting there God, you couldn't get away from him, and then the last thing before he leaves, he just leans in real close. He's like, and then I killed a bitch, and you're like, what the fuck? What?
I would think it would be more something like, thanks for listening to me. I was gonna kill myself today. Whoa! It's
that's probably the real
tomorrow. Somebody's like, I'll be tomorrow. Just so you know. Like, I'm off tomorrow. I was like, well, what day you work? Don't worry about it.
Where you live at? I'll just come
Oh,
over and visit sometime.
I'll be like, man. All right, you just gotta just do it like Steve Urkel's like, man, get out, like leave. Oh man,
that's why
bro.
I learned that lesson a long time ago, but especially when I moved out to LA, it's parallel to this. It's not necessarily the same exact thing, but when you're on a bus and you mistakenly, like, I don't know, somebody says something and for whatever reason you're
Make
like,
that eye contact.
Yeah, or you're just like, you do whatever it is, and then it just like they come over and it's like, oh, for fuck's sake, this guy's about to fuck. He's like, yeah, just came out. He'll probably tell you some crazy shit like, yeah, I just got fucking child molestation, just trying to have a fun bus ride. It's like, Jesus.
Oh man, I've never had that, but every time somebody said anything to me on the bus, it's usually been some crazy shit. But I can tell you this story in LA where I was getting off the train and this guy's like, this young like Spanish kid is talking to this black dude. I had like headphones in, so I wasn't really listening to him. But he taps me like as I'm going to get to where the door is, we're getting up to the stop, and he's like, "Hey man," and like I take that, and I was like, "What?" He's like, "What would you do if somebody ran up on you with a gun like this?" And like he's like points, like touches me on my stomach, and he's like, "They told you to take your shoes off." I'd be like, I take my shoes off and give it to him. You know what I'm saying? He's like, and then he looks at the young dude and he's like, "See, exactly, man." He's like, "I'm trying to tell this fool over here. He's talking about trying to fight him." I was like. He's like, well, I mean, you can't really fight somebody if they have a gun on your chest and you're an inch from them. I mean, it's just some shoes. Like, you just have to walk home barefoot and take that L, dog. Like, I mean, sometimes you got to take L's, man. Like, it's part of the game. You know what I'm saying?
That was Jet Li that he was talking to right before you.
Well, maybe that's. I mean, this was like this kid was probably like 16, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like a little young.
Who does that? Because if somebody walked up to me and pushed my stomach in like that, I'd be like, "What the fuck?" Like,
bro, that's why I looked at him. Like, I mean, at the time, like he was like a short little black dude. So I wasn't really worried about him, but like I just was like, man, what's wrong with you? Like, exactly. Like, I just kind of like, gave him a look, like, because he backed right off after he did that, but then he was like talking to the dude getting all in fact, and he's like, "See, man, I got shot before, man, because I got motherfucking interest and exit wounds. And you know what? That shit went up in me like a pinball, dog. You talking about you gonna fight somebody. You a stupid motherfucker, like going crazy, bro." Like, I'm just like, oh my God, bro. Like, so I get off the bus and he's like, "Yeah, I told you, brother. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for trying to educate these fools out here, man, because they need to know. They need to know." And I'm just like, yo, this is the wildest, most like inspirationally aggressive person I've ever seen in my life. Because he was giving the kid a good information. I mean, trying to save your life. Well, I mean, in the long run, I mean, don't fight nobody. They got a gun an inch from your body, and you're about to get robbed for some sneakers.
Yeah, I would hope that most people's response would be, "You can have my sneaker."
Well, I think the kid looked at me because I had on some like old dad New Balances. I think he just looked at me like, he ain't gonna fight this nigga. This shoe's ugly, man. It's like, hey man, you'll learn one day too. That doesn't matter neither. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to wisen you up over here, but you playing the game backwards. So
if somebody did that to me right now, they just get a pair of $24 Target shoes. So
that's what I'm saying, man. It's like, I could take that L, even on some expensive ones. It's like, I'd rather be alive to buy more sneakers than to get shot over $300 sneakers.
I'm cool.
Like,
you can have these shit.
Yeah,
I'm a size 13. Good luck wearing them unless you're some gigantic ass dude anyway. So.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying, bro, you don't win all the time, bro. Like, I don't know anybody that's won every single thing they've done, especially like when you're at a disadvantage. Just like if somebody get the drop on you, like, you know, you about to get robbed and they planned it where you run around a corner, like, and it's just like 3 dudes there. It's like, man, you know, you're gonna have to run, bro. You can't fight 3 people, man, and think you about to just win all of a sudden, man. Like, that shit's in the movies now. Some of us might could pull it off, and you know, it's possible, but it's way worse things that can happen to you too. You know what I'm saying? You can get knocked upside.
You can have all my shit if you got a gun against my stomach. You can have it all. You know, take it all.
Oh yeah, exactly. It's like, please take this.
I might I might think about trying to whack you over the head and when you turn around, but that probably isn't going to happen either because you got a gun. So
I was about to say, man, and plus to do that properly, you have to like basically crack somebody's skull, dog. Like, well,
if I had fish bags hidden, I'd be like, yeah, you can have all of it except this motherfucker.
I feel so guilty hitting somebody with a fish bat, bro. That thing is dangerous, man.
I mean, I'm not sitting here daydreaming about hitting somebody with it, but I have it. And I have thought, like, what if I actually had to use this on somebody? And even if I did, I definitely would feel bad about, unless they hurt me. If I just whacked them and they fell down and that was it, I'd be like, God, you deserve it. But
telling you, man,
that hurt.
It takes a lot to hit somebody full force with something, in my opinion, man. Because, like, in the back of my head, I'm always just like, I don't want to kill this person because then there's a murder charge. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even that I care about you. I just don't want to go to jail in the long run. You know what I'm saying?
I just don't want to talk to cops. That's honestly one of my main reasons why I don't get in fights. Like, I've never wanted to get in fights. It's because whatever happens in the fight, I'm fine to get hit in the face. I don't want any hassle that comes with it. And there's a lot of, I've seen what the hassle is if you get busted and blamed for a fight, and I don't want any part of it. So
I mean, with all this George Floyd shit that's been on, man, a lot of white people be getting kind of spicy out there. And when I was in Nashville, I could just see like they'd be kind of giving me the look like, I don't know, like they want smoke or something. And I just was kind of ignoring it everywhere I went because I was like, man,
I feel like everyone's doing that. I don't even know if it's a race thing, because even myself, like, I mean, I can't help it. I think everybody. Sorry, I'm fucking trying to burp. Hold on one second. Just when you go into a public place now, you're already elevated because you're worried about getting sick. At bottom line, whether you have a mask on or not, and whether you even know it, you're kind of worried you might get sick. So when you go into like Ralph's out here, for example, I'm already at like a 3. I'm not just chilling. I want to go in and out, get all my shit done. And when you see somebody that's not doing the shit, like we went out one time and, you know, if you want to wear a mask, whatever, I'm not going to judge you as a person, but if you're in a public place, you better fucking have the thing on if you're near me. And we saw this guy have a mask on, so he's doing that, but then the motherfucker's in line, he pulls it up and sneezes. Like he had to get it off to sneeze. Yeah. It's like, you dumb fuck. And if I wanted to, I feel like I could justifiably call that guy out and be like, yo, what the fuck, you dumb fuck. But that leads to what you said. People are getting spicy.
Right.
And I can't, that's me. But there's a lot of people where I see, like, where you can see people's eyes still. And you can see, like, that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, everybody got a strange look on their face nowadays. I just like to walk around being like, man, I already fucked somebody up during this time period, so I don't need another ass whooping on my schedule. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm trying to keep myself out of trouble. You know what I mean? So, but I think that's why I did it too, though. I think I've been on that same vibe, man. When I first did it, just the same thing, just being on the edge of shit and being like, you know, ready to just aggressive and shit because all this shit going on for no reason. You know?
When you say it to yourself, and I say this a lot when I'm out, I wish that fucking dude would, or like you have that mentality in your head. Right. And somebody does that, they do, you know, you wish a motherfucker would, and they do that shit, then it's like it sets you off the switch.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, and that's what I mean. I'm trying. I feel like everybody's in that mindset of they're ready to take that step, and it's just like y'all don't understand. I already lived like this anyway.
Yeah.
like
I've been struggling for so long, you motherfucker.
Right. It's like the Avengers when the Hulk they're like, yo man, you ain't mad though, man. What you about to do? He's like, oh, you ain't know the secret. I'm always mad. And he just turns into the Hulk instantly. Like, I think that's kind of my thing, bro. Because people out on the streets now just getting getting spicy. It's like, bro, I'm Tabasco. I've been mad. He said, I'm boiling, son. Like, you get over it if you want to. It's like, you're going to get these hands real quick.
Like Samuel L. Jackson in Pulp Fiction when they're cleaning out that car. He's like, I'm TNT Dynamite, motherfucker. I'm a powder keg. I'm ready to blow.
So, the wolf coming. That's what you had to say to him, baby. Never mind.
Well, I'm a mushroom cloud laying motherfucker. Every time my fingers touch brain, I'm Superfly TNT. I'm the Guns of the Navarone.
I wish I could have Samuel L. Jackson out with me and be like, Sam, can you please just like berate that motherfucker real quick? Just you have like a personal Samuel L. Jackson like audio thing or some shit.
That would be a funny ass thing for people that just do stupid shit. Like go into the middle of a public space and just, everybody's walking like at the airport and just stand still and be looking up in the sky and shit. It's like, bruh, go stand off to the side and do that, man. Like you in the foot traffic area, bro.
That's
like,
the things. That's what gets me when we're out, dude. Not the people, like, whatever. There's people that don't have masks on, that do have masks on, and I don't really react to that. But when there's people like in a store and you have 8 kids with you and you're just standing, looking at your phone in the middle of an aisle when there's people trying to get around you and your herd of fucking kids, I just feel like somebody needs to have like a water gun and just be like,
right. Well, that's when Sam Jack drops down and sprays you in the face. Oh, you kids! What's wrong with you?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I want to have just like one of those air horn things and just like blast them right when I pass, or just to have like something that sprays a massive amount of hand sanitizer, so it's just like a little mini hose that you can just be like,
hose them.
The fucking Ghostbuster pack of hand sanitizer on your back.
Because invariably the people that are doing what I just described are the dirtiest, dumbest fucking piece of shit. They probably have COVID walking around.
Well, I'm telling you, man. It's at least you're somewhere where people are wearing masks. Like when I just got out here to Virginia, people are actually wearing them and stuff, man. In Tennessee, bro, ain't nobody wearing them shits, bro. That's why they're talking about it's a hot spot. Like literally, no store I went, I would put it on and people would be looking at me like I'm crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like looking over there, raising eyebrows, like, what's he wearing the mask for? It's like, everybody's supposed to be wearing one, dog. Yeah. Like, what y'all think?
Have one on.
Yeah, I've been wearing them since day one. Yes, since day one, I've been wearing them. So I don't know, but I mean,
it is what it is,
crazy,
dude. I don't know what to fucking say about it. It's like it's all leading to these things. I read a story today about just how crazy the juxtaposition. I can't fucking talk today. The juxtaposition of just what we know as people, what we've experienced just in this time period of this stuff going on, and how whoever has a position to get, reopening, whatever their position is or why they want to do it. There's so many conflicts of interest between all this stuff where it's just impossible to be, if you're normal and you see it all going on, to not be completely frustrated by it. Because I get it. There's people that are like servers, right? That's all they have. So they want to work.
Right.
They definitely want to work. And they need some money. They need something to subsist off of. So they have to go in and they have to work. And now these places are opening up and letting you dine in. So you're putting these people who have no income and are just trying to survive, and they have to serve these people that don't have masks on.
Right.
And it's just fucking crazy. And that goes up and down all the things in life of what we're having to deal with right now, where it's just, I don't know, man. I've just been I feel like I've been like super tired. Like I've been wanting to take a nap every day for like the past like couple of weeks. And it's really just because it's fucking like so much mental baggage with this. Even when like I have shit that's going, I have a job, like I'm blessed with that. And I know a lot of people aren't, but like the fact that I'm away from my family, the fact that I don't really know when that's going to be resolved, when I'm ever going to be able to see them again, and just all that kind of shit. Those little things that, person to person, everyone has. It's just hard to fucking deal with, man. And you can't even sort of wrap your head around where to go moving forward because there's no good information. There's just absolutely none.
Man. I mean, that's the thing, man. Like I out here been looking for jobs and stuff too, and it's like you're saying, man, you're trying to make a plan or execute something or even just like be hopeful, and it's like, man, I don't even really know what's about to happen tomorrow, bro. And then you like go on the TV and it's like the president talking crazy and shit, and you know what I'm saying? like
that, damn, dude. Man. Can we get like a guy that everyone can be like, okay, this is at least an expert. Like people didn't like Fauci. And I feel like that guy actually had some knowledge that we needed to hear. And he continues to say things like, we need to do this, or we shouldn't be doing this or that. And he's been giving tips, but the media doesn't want to cover it as much. He got kicked off of whatever task force it is. Trump's shitting on him, even though he was supportive of him in the beginning, and I don't know, man. I don't even. It makes you think like, is this real? Is what we're experiencing?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I
how
think
much of it is real and how much of it isn't? Because I know the disease exists. I know that shit exists because, quite honestly, I have a doctor who is like my mom, and I don't think that she would lie to me and I don't think doctors would make up some sort of vast conspiracy across the board. Like, so
it would be too deep, man. Like, it'd have to go down to like every nurse, you know what I'm saying? Every coroner, like every person has to agree on it. That's my thing with that. I mean, I think it's real in terms of the disease. I think that if there is a conspiracy, potentially China accidentally released it. They did it on purpose. I mean, because I think a lot of what was going on has to do with the fact that Obama went to China, and I don't know if people remember this or not, but like when he went, they disrespected him. They didn't like have usually you get off at the Air Force One and it's like, they bring the stairs up to the airplane so you can walk out the side. They didn't have the stairs for him. They had it so he had to walk out the back of like the luggage joint or whatever. And people were either trying to say they were doing it because he was black or whatever, but I think it was also a sign of like a war type of thing between them and China. And I think he went over there with them acting hard against him. So he took a really raw deal with China. So then Trump saw what the deal was, and then he didn't uphold none of it. So now because of that, they kind of had that beef going on, because you realize all this stuff happened on the brink of that trade war talk with China. So I think that if anything, it's stuff attached to that more than anything else, than it being like, oh, there's some sinister dark hand trying to kill us all. Like, I don't think that was ever the plan. I think that stuff went wrong. Like, I think really what happened was that China accidentally released this on themselves and it got everybody. But now they're trying to use that to their advantage, because I think that because Trump never acquiesced to what they wanted in the first place, they don't really feel obligated to like work together on this. You know what I'm saying? That's why he's pulling from the World Health Organization, because that has like roots in China and stuff too. You know what I'm saying? Like, he keeps drawing the lines in the sand with them for whatever reasons. It could be for his own gain. It could be because he thinks they're trying to accuse him of things. Because like, you got to realize, man, there's a lot of people trying to put that fool in. I think that's really why he's trying to keep staying the president, so he can use that power to like stay out of, getting prosecuted, dog. Because he's got a lot of cases going up his way. So like, I think more than anything it's that. But then I think it's also because he was so hateful against everything Obama did, he just undid all those deals, and now it's just like, this is the aftermath of it all. Because they had the pandemic plan, team as well, but he got rid of that, and he never gave any other jobs for it or anything. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I don't know, man. Really type of crazy times that we're in.
And it's hard to be somebody who, like, I gave up looking into conspiracy theories so much because I just was like, oh, okay, well, the government's evil, people are evil, this is always going to be the case. And I just kind of stopped paying attention to it. And now it seems like all of those things are happening all at the same time. And and it's kind of crazy. But one thing, along with COVID, because we're talking about COVID, I'm just going to try to switch gears here because we're getting a little sad.
Yeah.
But it's okay. So maybe we can at least focus on somebody's happiness, and we'll talk about the NFL a little bit. And namely, before we talk about, I want to know what your thoughts are on if we're going to have a season. But before we even get to that, I'm going to pose a question, and this is related to an NFL story. So what would you do if you got a contract for $500 million, which is what Patrick Maholmes basically got? And in fact, I need to look up exactly what it is.
That's all I'm saying, that it's really only like, I think 60 million of it, or 69 million of it is guaranteed though. So all the rest of that money is tied up in incentives and, like hitting certain benchmarks as a quarterback. So
yeah, it
sounds like $500 million, but he could max it out at $500 million. You see what I'm saying?
I mean,
like, does he actually do that? I don't know.
I don't know if he gets all those incentives, but to be able to, they essentially locked him in for the next 12 seasons. according to this contract. What would you do if somebody gave you $500 million? Like if you had 12 years and they said you got to work your ass off, but you're gonna have.
I mean, if it was me, like, well, that's all I was saying that for, because like with his situation, if it was me, I would then do everything I could to ensure that I could achieve the maximum of that contract. You know what I'm saying? Like I would do everything that's possible. I would also take an insurance policy out on myself, so that if I do get hurt or something, I will still get that money too. Because then, like, you can say because you have a prospective contract of $500,000, you get an insurance policy for that same amount. So that way, if you get hurt, you still get the payout and stuff, like when it's all said and done. But I don't know how that would work because not all that money is guaranteed. So I don't know if the policy would let them guarantee it if the money isn't guaranteed. So we'd have to see. But you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of
crazy shit with that, though. I know I've heard people get stuff insured, like body parts insured, because they whatever, you know.
Right. Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like I would do something like that. But also like, because this is a sports contract. That's the thing. Like you got $500 million to play a game. See what I'm saying? That's why I would say I would do everything to maximize that you actually get it. Now, if I just got a check for $500 million, now if that was the case, I mean, I'm gonna do some old crazy shit where like I'm gonna go try and buy my own country or some shit. Bro. Like,
get the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
I would just go try to buy my own country. Like I would literally just go and try to hustle like some little small town or something and be like, man, let me just buy this shit, bro. What you mean? Like
town?
Like I just like all
style?
of it. Yeah, like, let me just have this, man. Like let me just give me it all that. Like, you know what I mean? And just give them like $100 million and then just live off that other 400 and just build like a bomb ass super dome complex like Google campus except to the nth degree, you know what I mean? Like dopest thing you ever seen, and then just only let the homies and you know the fam come. That's what I would do with my $500 million.
So there would be you wouldn't buy like a Benzo or anything like that. There wouldn't be like
that would be like a later down the road time when my city is like thriving. Maybe I would buy one of those. But initially, like I'm trying to like.
Can people buy into your city though? Can somebody buy in to live in your city?
Well, first off, man.
What is the right?
No ugly people.
What is the minimum titty size of your city?
Man, we like all titties in my cities. Man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You can have an itty bitty titty committee on one side.
Oh yeah. Oh, exactly.
That's what it's sectioned off as. It's like here's the double D district. Wow.
Oh man. Some places got the tenderloin, you got the double D district, the itty bitty titty corner.
It's like a lot of small size shirts over on this end, but over here we got a lot of smocks over in the F series.
That's hilarious. But nah, man, like I said, like I would do that before I would just go buy some crazy stuff, man. Now I don't really have no desire to get no crazy like billionaire ball and shit like no jet, man. Like it would be cool to have like a fly car, I guess, but I don't know, man. I just like that shit just a waste.
I want like a nice. You know that house 50 Cent bought that was like somebody's...
Mike Tyson's house.
That's what I want.
What's up, MTV? Come on in, you broke motherfucker. See how I'm living.
A house that's so big you could never find me in it. You could come in the front door, look around for a day, and you would never even be able to find me. It's so fucking big.
You know who else got a house like that? Is Evander Holyfield. Man, he said
I thought he had to sell it. I was gonna say,
yeah, he lost it. Bro, that house, man. I think they said that house was like $400 million, bro.
Dude,
the house that he built, like that's crazy, dude.
Like
that's insane.
When he was planning it, what was he doing?
I think honestly, it was just
waterfall, and
it was literally just like he watched Cribs and just anything that he saw on Cribs that was dope. They was like, yeah, put that in there too.
He just had Exhibit in there, and the Pimp My Ride crew, they're like just giving him suggestions, like, yeah, put a giant fish tank in here, bro.
Or he just had a crazy contractor, and it was just like he realized Holyfield was just like imagine. He's like, man, anything you want to do. He's like, well, what if like we had a big picture, and the picture could have like a waterfall inside of it that goes down into a stream in the floor that then trickles into another waterfall that makes the toilet on the in the basement. Like, yeah, we can do all that, man. Yeah, no problem, bro. Like, yeah, we own it. Like, no, we got you. And like, they just kept building the price tag up on him until it just got so crazy. You know what I mean? Or maybe he just can't read and thought that joint said 40,000. Right. You know what I'm saying? Instead of 4,400.
He's like, what are these commas? He thought these were like decimal points or whatever.
Right? Hell yeah, something, man.
What if he was planning it and it was like a sensible house, and then he got in a fight with like Mike Tyson and got knocked on the head, and then he came back. He's like, I want a unicorn fountain that shoots Skittles out of his horn and shit. Like that. Remember in the movie Mr. Deeds with Adam?
Oh yeah.
He was the rich guy, and he like drinks out of a water fountain. He's like, "Is this Hawaiian Punch?" And they're like, "Yeah, that's all that comes out of the faucets." It's fucking Hawaiian Punch on this shit, and Hennessy on the other side. It's like Shannon Sharp's fucking greatest. Yeah, I would love to have a giant house like that. Now, okay, so $500 million, we would both love to get a check for that. Now, this is the real question, because $500 million, regardless if it's guaranteed or not, even if he makes slightly less than that much money is, I mean, epic. That's generational wealth that you build in one shot, right?
Right.
So what would you do? What is the worst fucking thing you would do for $500 million?
I mean,
let's say the world is like Westworld, and there's a RICO app that's like a criminal app that you go through, and it just has contracts you can pick up where it's like, do this, and it has a price. What is the worst crime you could commit on that app?
Get $500 million?
For $500 million. I'm talking $500 million.
I mean, the worst crime, it would have to be like to kill a friend or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would say something like that.
You're gonna kill me for $500 million?
I'm saying like, or a family member, like something like that. I'm saying because like that, I'm saying that number, you know what I mean, would be high to do something dirty like that.
$500 million, dude. Would you be able to, if it was something like that, would you be able to say no to $500 million?
I mean, it depends on who it is, because it might be somebody that they think I like that I really don't. You know what I'm saying? Okay, like, it's like, yeah, that person thought that guy was my friend, but
let's take personal relationships out of it. What if they're like, you got to
stab a baby or something? Like, I mean,
you gotta go out in public, and you gotta just walk up to a random person and blow their brains out. One person, random, you don't know. You got 2 minutes, and they're like, you got 2 minutes to do this. Here's the gun. Go.
See, my whole thing with this scenario is I feel
and they show you your bank account with $500 million in it.
Yeah. I mean, like, am I already a hitman in this scenario?
No, you're a guy you're walking around in Virginia, and you're trying to get some lunch right now, tomorrow, and some guy's like, hey.
I mean, nah, I wouldn't do that.
No?
No, I wouldn't do that. Nah. Because I wouldn't trust it no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I would just be in total disbelief until.
What if they had $500 million in cash in a van, and they opened the door and they were like, here.
Even then, I would think that money was fake. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would there's no amount of reality that would make me believe it was real. You know
what if it was just something embarrassing? What if it was like, you got to just go on this. This is a live stream. It's going to be shown to every place in the world. And you just got to open ass and just take a dump on live TV for everybody to see.
I mean, I would totally do that, because after you get the money, you could just disappear. It's like, ain't nobody got to be messing with me after that. It's like, bro.
This is a hard question. I thought this was going to bring I was like, this is a great question, but it's too hard. There's too many variables.
Yeah. I mean, like, you got to realize, man, like, you're talking to a true skeptic right here, in a sense. Like, I be listening to conspiracy theories only to be doubting them in certain ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if you notice, all I be doing is telling you what I be hearing. I don't say that I necessarily agree with what I be hearing, because a lot of this stuff is wild. Now, if you want to delve into possibilities, I always keep a window open of something that's possible. Just that's what I was saying. Like, would I kill a stranger for $500 million? Like, it depends on the scenario. If like I could do it where I know I'm not gonna get caught, you know what I'm saying, and all of that, and then like the money's clean, and you know what I'm saying, and then depending on what I think of that stranger, you know what I mean? Because like it'd have to be somebody that, you know, I ain't gonna just shoot like, you know, no old lady or nothing, man, or no little kid and shit. Like, you know.
No, it's at your disposal. You're put in like Central Park. There's hundreds of people around.
I'm saying I wouldn't even do that because you're gonna go to jail. You're gonna get caught. You're not gonna get out of Central Park to escape.
Well,
like John Wick doesn't even get out of that, man.
You have to get. This is an impossible question to ask. Fuck it.
Yeah, man.
You just ruined this.
Yeah, man. I'm sorry. Like, if murder isn't the case, like I said, if it's something else and it's like I said, something gross, like I'd do something gross. Like even if it was like a dude bang me, like I'd be like,
we can clone people, so we're gonna clone you, and you have to have sex with yourself.
I would do that totally. I would totally do that. Like, that's the thing, man. Like, this is what you gotta realize. Like, even if it was like, I'm just gonna like, we already know. I am not gay in any way, right? But just think about this.
I would have sex with a man for $500 million. I would have sex with the ugliest man.
That's what I'm saying, bro. If for $500 million, a gay man was like, I just want to get that ass, dog. Like, I would be like, man, that's just the whole at the end of the day, bro.
If you can show me I'm gonna get that money, I'd be like, let me limber up a little bit so I can give you a nice experience, dude.
All I'm saying is that there are people out here that have had sex for money today, and they didn't make $500 million. Like, you literally in one shot can get in and out the game. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's a dream like come true, dude.
And I mean, as far as that goes, the level of depravity I would go if it's just like not hurting somebody, it's just some weirdo that just wants to be a sick fetish, and as long as it's not hurting anybody except him,
right?
Yes, show me the $500 million.
Right, give me that check.
I don't want to shortchange myself, but my number is way lower than $500 million. I'm not gonna tell you what that number is, but it ain't $500 million.
Right, exactly.
So if there's any rich men out there that want to fuck me, I don't.
It's like just.
We'll see if we line up.
I was about to say, it's like we can start at $500 million and we can work our way down from there. That's all I'm saying. It's like, you know, whatever number you throw out from underneath there, if it's high enough, we can talk, man. You know, that's all I'm saying. But like I said, it's people right now.
I think my wife would definitely also.
That's a move for your family, bro. Yeah. I feel like.
Hold my legs up, babe.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like personally, like if you was a man and you're married and you told your wife that you got proposition like that, she'd slap the shit out of you if you told her no, man. She'd be like, "What? You where to do that? I'll get him." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, you crazy, bro. You get like I say in and out the game in one shot. Like there are people. And
everyone you know is good, but. Here's the thing.
That person has AIDS.
No. It's taped, and everyone that you know.
Oh, I wouldn't care about that.
I wouldn't either. I'd be like, I got $500 million. I'm gonna give you 10 grand just because I got that money, and that's to prove I got it. So here's 10 grand, and I got.
I mean, honestly, what I would really do is try to talk that $500 million up from some more money, because then I'd be like. Well, I don't want nobody to. This is what I would do. I'd be like, I don't want nobody to know, man. So if you're gonna record, I need you to sign NDAs and stuff, man. Or if you don't want me to sign the NDA, then I need another $300 million added on to that shit, and then I'll do it without the NDA. You know what I'm saying? And you can record, but otherwise, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna need you to sign this paperwork. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because then, see, you gotta leverage, bro. You gotta use, you know what I'm saying? You gotta use your negotiation skills.
I'm not gonna make.
They gonna pay you $500 million. If they'll pay $500 million, Matt, then they're willing to pay you $1 billion. See what I'm saying? You low in the game.
But I'm just gonna say that I'm not gonna risk making that person uncomfortable by trying to negotiate off of $500 million. If they're willing to give me that, you know what? If I could get more, great. But I don't need to know that. Just do what you got.
It's like being on Shark Tank, man. You got to tell all the sharks. You're like, well, I do appreciate your offer, Mark. I just wanted to hear everybody out of respect. If you could just I just wanted to ask a question for my own benefit.
8 trillionaires like, I'll give you $35 trillion if you'll do this.
Right, you'd be like, man, hey Elon, you need to step it up because Mark Cuban over there said if I put a finger in the booty, it throw another little couple grand on there. What's going on, man? You'd be like, oh well, I can get you one of those SpaceX rockets and we can get real out of space.
I'm gonna use
shit.
a SpaceX rocket on you, you son of a bitch.
Elon Musk look like a freak to me though on some real shit, bro. He look like he
ain't never had sex, bro. That guy,
bro. Elon Musk look like he be sniffing panties and shit, like stealing people's socks and shit, dog. He look like he on one of them dudes, man.
I feel like he just developed. He has a robot. He created like a robot because he was like
an upskirt robot. Yeah, he just.
I'm never gonna get laid. So like him at like 18, he was so smart. He just built a robot the fuck, and he's just been doing that.
No, Elon Musk girl fine though, bro. Like if you look, I think Elon Musk girl are kind of bad. But I think that's what I'm saying. I think he probably be doing some old weird stuff where it's just like, he'll be like, don't look at me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to pull it out through my pajamas. Don't touch anything. Don't touch anything flesh on me. No, only touch the fabric. like what? Like I can't have skin to skin contact. No, as a child, I was neglected.
They sew him into a bag with like a penis.
Right.
Just a penis. It looks like a fucking cocoon with a penis on it.
Right. With a little breathing hole, and that's it. Some eye holes cut out, and that's it. It's just like,
Elon, I want to make eye contact with you. No.
I
have to concentrate.
As a child, my mother never let me make eye contact with her or anyone else. The dog was my only friend. I couldn't look in his eye. He'd bite me. It's like, oh my God. But I know we were good on some crazy shit, but I know we were talking too about was there going to be an NFL season?
Yeah, will there be an NFL season? Because I thought that they would. I really thought they're gonna do it without the audience, so they'll figure that out. But now, like J.J. Watt came out like a couple days ago and was saying, "I don't know if I'm gonna play."
Well, this is the thing. I think that the players, if they're smart, they should not. On their behalf, they shouldn't do it because they're gonna be banging at each other, spitting, all that. You can't wear no mask. You know what I'm saying? They're sharing squirt bottles. They share towels and shit. Like, not really the towels, but, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so many times where they're touching people and stuff. So off rip, it's a big risk. But I think that from a financial standpoint, I don't know if the country can fathom not having football because they make so much money off of that shit. And then also from a mentality standpoint, they use it to quill the masses so much. I mean, if you talk about, like, old school Romans and the gladiators and stuff, that's kind of what football is for America, where it's like the sport to get everybody to shut up. Like, that's why, like, violence goes down in the winter versus the summertime and shit, because there's, like, sports on TV. Like, I know people don't really think about stuff like that, but, like, they think it's because of the weather, too. But, I mean, when it's cold and football's on, less people are going to get shot on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Like, because people are going to watch the game. You know what I mean? Like, stuff like that. So, I don't know, bro. I think that from a country standpoint, and I think Donald Trump especially is banking on the fact they're going to have a football season. So, I mean,
it just doesn't make
they're going to try to make them do it. They're trying to open schools again, though, bro. If they're going to send your kid back, they're going to send J.J. Watt ass out there to go play. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, I mean, my thing with the NFL players, I mean, everybody knows how much some of them have a problem, like, saving money and become, poor after they play. But a lot of these guys, even the rich ones and successful ones, I mean, Patrick Maholmes obviously might not have to worry about this for a little bit, but the longer you go without getting a game check, all those costs of living that you got as an NFL athlete with all these big houses, big cars, whatever the shit that you're doing, that has to add up real quick when you're not doing anything. Like for us, you and me, if you don't work, it is hard. And then for us, it's catastrophic, but the money isn't, it's not
30 grand every 2 months. It's not 30 G's like what, like them, you know what I'm saying? I get you, bro.
That's going to really fuel. It might not be like the superstars, like J.J. Watt can say that. Because one, he's older. Two, he's a superstar. He's the head of of a team. Like the team's going to back him because they love him. And but some of these guys that are, team to team guys or just practice squad dudes, they're going to want to play because they're just like you and me. They ain't got no fucking money. And they've been paying all this money to train to be ready. And that's coming out of their own pocket. They don't get any stipend to, it's like UFC athletes. It's not like you get.
Well, I mean, I think that's what I think the NFL, if they were truly gonna care for everybody, they should put it where they got to put some type of insurances in there for the players, where it's like if you do catch it, we'll take care of you or whatever, you know what I'm saying? If there's a death from it, you know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, it's not just even them. Like, they're risking their family, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got to go home. They don't just live at the stadium. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but is it going to be like that? Because the NBA, they're quarantining those guys.
So is it for 16 weeks, they're going to quarantine at 50, 32 teams?
That's pretty crazy, sure bro. In Orlando. They're all playing those games in Orlando, dog.
Man, that's so much, man. Like, man, I don't know, man. I don't think they're going to do it. Like, I don't think NBA's going to do it. I think NBA's talking like they're going to do it. I don't think it's going to really happen because none of the players are truly on board with it. What? Like, if you really listen to what the players are saying, like, they're still on the fence. Like, LeBron is down, but I don't know, man.
And those guys are going to have enough money to get special shit, but it's like a lot of these NBA, they're literally doing like what the NFL does for training. Whenever you're put in like a hotel and everybody's like staying with each other, that's what they're doing for the NBA for this whole whatever the rest of the season is. They're there's pictures of these guys going into hotels with like their PlayStations and shit.
Yeah, I know. I seen them talking about it, but I just don't think it's going to work, man. Like, I think that the NBA is going to try. I think that's just going to wind up – somebody's going to catch it, and everybody's going to wind up being scared, and they're going to shut it down, Like,
well, I mean, all these NFL players are already getting it, and they're not even around the team. It's just them training, so –
that's what I'm saying. And if you're believing all of the stuff they're saying, you could have it and then heal from it and then still give it to somebody. So, I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, bro. I think it's too many up in the air things. And they just hype this thing up so much that, like, they literally called it the invisible enemy, bro. Like, it sounds like we're fighting, Jack Frost, Santa Claus or somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's literally like a magical demon. Like, there's nothing you can do to stop this shit. So, like, I don't know, bro. Like, I personally think if they're smart, they won't do it.
What you think about, hold on one second. What it's going to do to the actual game, because even if they do play, right? Let's say I'm just going to use the Steelers as an example. You're doing well, and then all of a sudden Ben Roethlisberger gets COVID, so he has to get quarantined for 2 weeks at least until he doesn't have the disease that's showing.
Right.
So you have to have a backup quarterback. At least one that's ready to play. That they're saying they're going to quarantine a backup. So in the case of this happening where everyone's traveling to different cities, if that's what they're doing, they have a guy ready that's not sick that they know they can plug in, because if people start getting sick, there's lines.
It's going to spray it.
You basically have to have backups at everything, which most teams –
in their own bubble. You have to have a bubble within a bubble. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think it's going to work because it's like you said, like, if the quarterback gets sick and then the backup quarterback was in the same training room with him going over film, then they're both at risk. So, like, how do you keep that from happening? You got to have him separate. You got to have him separate. So you're going to have 8 separate team meetings for the entire offensive line position. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the tackles got to have a meeting, all the guards got to have a meeting, all the centers got to have a meeting. Like, it's just, I don't know, bro. I think that at some point they're going to have to break down that safety barrier where it's like, no, we just got to risk that everybody in here is healthy. But in doing that, there's going to be risk. And even on game day, bro, like I said, like, I just don't know, man. I don't think it's going to work, bro. But, I mean, hey, let's see it. We'll see. I mean, at the same time, if you believe in all of the, the crazy red hat wearers, bro, they're out there telling you this shit is fake and don't wear a mask at all. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so many people that are still trying to say this shit is all fake, bro. And I'm just like, well, I don't think people out here dying because they think it's fun, though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, I can't listen to that. I hear it. I keep hearing people say it. And sometimes I even think it, but I just can't live my life
risk
like
it.
that.
I say you can't put your life on Facebook knowledge, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't put your life in the facts like Facebook knowledge, man. That's all I'm saying, dog. Because, like, yeah, you can argue that, it's the World Health Organization, blah, 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 all this crap. But at the end of the day, man, like, I don't think that anybody, World Health Organization, Bill Gates, anybody wanted to cripple the economy in a way where they had to stop making money.
If it was like a temporary thing, like let's say this happened and it was like 3 months and then it just went away. Like, it didn't spike. There wasn't much happening with it. We could open back up, and everything kind of went back to normal. I could believe that it was a conspiracy and they made it all up, but it's just not that. You know, I know, like the lady that I connected with, I kind of talked about this, that gave me my stem cell transplant. That she's from Australia.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the shit's spiking in Australia, dude. And that's a little island. Man. It's like, that's a little island where it's like the edges. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And if it's spiking there, you can't, our country just won't cooperate. We're not built for this kind of struggle where it's a self-preservation thing for everyone. So even if it's uncomfortable for you to put a mask on and you're like, this is my freedom, I'm an American, have manners and put a mask on. Well, people just aren't willing to do that shit, dude. People want to go out and eat out. People want to have drinks at a bar. And it's like, why would you want to go to a bar right now? Why would you want to be surrounded by people when you know all the shit's going on? Like, I read this thing on Reddit today where this person was like, me and my fiance have been planning this trip to LA for like a year, and tomorrow we're going to go. So does anybody have any tips on what we should do when we're in LA? There's ain't shit open. Why are you traveling from anywhere to come to LA?
Man, I'm telling you, bro, people just going about every day in Nashville like nothing is happening, bro. All those bars were still open. People were in there dancing and partying up on each other and stuff. There's videos of that. Like, I mean, it is what it is, bro. People don't think it's real. That's what it is. Like, people literally feel like it's not a real thing, man. And I mean, my whole thing with it is that regardless if it's real or not, I ain't gonna go out there and just start, risking my life on that shit, bro. Just until I know it's cool. And plus, like, I'm not getting the vaccine either. Like, I'm gonna tell you that too. I don't trust them motherfuckers. Because just off the rip of, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'd have to wait till that shit been out for like 15 years or something, bro. Like, it wasn't real if I just be
That's what I said, because I was told by she's not my oncologist. It's like the transplant doctor I have. It's essentially an oncologist. But she said when they get a vaccine, people like me I'm first in line, And I was like, oh, I guess that's cool. But inside, to me, I don't want to take some vaccine they rush to get out. I'm not somebody that just wants to be vaccinated. I had to, going through all this, I had to get revaccinated with all the shit that you got and I got when I was a little kid. But I don't know, man. That shit, it's really scary to think about. And it's just, like I said, there's so much baggage for everyone about this. Everyone has these little struggles where there's this big thing where everyone's struggling financially and we want, everything's closed, and that's the big picture stuff. But for me, it's the little things like not seeing family and not being able to, I quite honestly, dude, I just I don't feel robbed, but I got out of cancer and it was hard. And to me now, it just seems like it's like I'm right back into the whole thing that I was doing before. And it just seems it sucked. I mean, it sucks for everyone, but for me, it's like, God damn it. Like, I got through all that. We were doing good. Everything I've had, like, I thought everything was, going forward. And now it just seems like I took a step back and I'm doing all of the shit I was doing at the height of my sickness. It's like, it just is disappointing. This is not the world that I wanted to be. The reality.
I feel you, man. I think it's kind of just that when you're sitting around for a while or being in the house, you feel like you're not really accomplishing stuff, you know what I'm saying? More so than just like when you have a variety to your life, you know what I mean? But I think you just got to keep everything all in perspective. I think that's why people are going out, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people go stir crazy because they don't really like the people who they are inside. So I think they just be, going and trying to do something to keep themselves occupied and shit, or like be around others so they don't got to think the things they don't want to think about and shit. But I mean, my thing, bro, like with the whole entire just like self-development and thing, I think sometimes it's good to take that step back. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it gives you that chance to evaluate and make your next move. But that's what sucks about with the COVID thing, is that you can't make a next move because you don't really know what the future holds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I mean, when we were talking about that other stuff too, man. We were going to talk about. Did we think that they were going to kill Epstein's girl or whatever?
Oh, Ghislaine.
Yeah, Ghislaine. And the way that I kind of linked that in with the COVID shit is that, like, if you thinking that, you know, everybody had a chance to step back and start looking at stuff, it kind of is like revealing a lot of that type of stuff, like people like them and like Hillary Clinton stuff and like all of the Trump stuff too, where people are really standing back being like, man, wait a second, man, you said this and this and that. You know what I mean? Like, it's giving people more time to do that because we don't have to like deal, you know, be stuck in our own little rat races and shit.
Yeah.
It's kind of unveiling a lot of craziness because that's the thing about COVID too, is it's making everybody a conspiracy theorist, bro. Like, even my mom thinks China got something to do with the shit to a degree. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody got some idea about something. So that's why I think it's kind of good that we're in this time too, because it's giving everybody a chance to like uncover a lot of crap. You know what I mean? So
do you think, first of all, okay, so now we're going to get into what inevitably happens on this podcast where we delve into the deepest conspiracy possible. So,
AintLifeFunnyPod presents Conspiracy Time.
Yeah, so Ghislaine Maxwell got arrested. She was in, I think, like New Hampshire this whole time.
Yeah.
Going in some fucking mansion there. So, do you think, first of all, that she's going to survive through this?
Well, you're saying survive in a sense, or are they going to try to kill her? That's what you're saying.
Do you think that what we all think happened to Epstein happens to her in some way?
I feel like, once again, because we live in such a crazy-ass time, they could literally kill this chick and we would never know because they could just say she caught COVID. You know what I'm saying?
Well, like, she has COVID. You know she has COVID right now, right?
I didn't even know that. See what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, they already could be setting the seeds up to kill her anyways, but it just wouldn't be in such a dramatic fashion of hanging somebody and unplugging cameras and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, I think that, number one, they definitely probably have a case against her because they wouldn't go after her if they didn't, you know what I'm saying? Especially with such a high profile person as she is, and the fact they let her get away with shit for so long. I feel like they were just waiting until they had the case built up against her strong enough, maybe. So I would say they definitely are gonna like have a case against her. So if she does go to jail, she needs to be worried about that shit regardless, because I don't know. I know about men for a fact. Like, if you're a pedophile in jail, they beat your ass. I feel like it's the same way for women too. You know what I'm saying? Because like them girls in there, like it's women.
Well,
that beat
she's
your
in
ass.
Rikers Island. That's what I read just now. She's in Rikers. That's where they moved her just now because she has COVID.
Right. A lot of those girls in there are victims of sexual abuse. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure they would be mad and want to get hands on her. So you know, there's that. So she could just get beat up by a prisoner anyways, just for that anyways, you know what I'm saying? And nothing.
She's a 60-year-old woman though. I don't think they're gonna put her just in gen.
I mean, you know, you think that. You don't know. I mean, it's Rikers Island. Its prisons are overcrowded, you know what I'm saying? Like, all that stuff. They'll put her wherever they can fit her, you know what I'm saying? So, like, we'll see. But, like, in terms of would they kill her, like how they killed Epstein, though, I don't think they can. Because if they do, then it proves that everything with Epstein was real, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah, but she doesn't get to name the names.
I mean,
she's saying she's going to name.
They already. The thing about it is that they already have his little black book. Like, I think it was some magazine just published a little black book with, you know, they had, you know, pictures of the prince in it and all of that. And then they had a bunch of unknown names too, people that they knew existed but they didn't know who it was. Like, it would just be like brown-haired woman. You know, from Spain or whatever, but they wouldn't say the names and stuff. So I think really, I mean, you would hope that the people that are trying to convict her would want to continue to look into anyone that had ties so that they would let her name names. Like, that's what I would say. Like, if I was like, you want to name names? I'd be sit down and write them down right now. We're going to go after
Who doesn't want to fucking know that shit? Everybody wants to know. If you don't want to know that shit, then you're in that shit.
Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, that's my thing. Like, I'd be like, go ahead, start talking. I'm like, go ahead, get it out. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, maybe that's the only thing she has that she feels like will keep her alive is the threat of telling on these people. But
I'd be like, if I was a prosecutor, I'd be like, you can't, if you tell us that we're going to base this off of who you give us, but name names. And if you tell us what we want to know and really give us good information, she's 60 years old, bro. I'd be like, you can live in house arrest and you can just be in your fucking house for the rest of your life. but just tell us
I would cut it, yeah.
doing this shit. Because to me, that's more important. I don't really care. Fuck that bitch. She's dead to society anyway. People know what she looks like and, whatever. But I want to know all these people. We know some of the people, Clinton, fucking Trump has pictures with this motherfucker. The guy from Great Britain, Prince whatever. There's a lot of big names already, but I bet there's a lot more big names. I would love to know who these sick fucks are. So,
I think that, like, once again, what I said with Epstein, though, it's been a conservative effort to go easy on these people, though, bro. Like, if you really pay attention to it, it's like they don't really want her to get on the stand and ask. And even if she does and name names, they're probably not going to go after those people for real she said that because she was getting a deal off of years and stuff, so you can't believe what she said. And then if you look into it, they're just going to ask the person flat out, did you do this? And they're going to be like, no. You know what I'm saying? Because the people
unless they have tapes, because that's the thing that everyone says, that they have video evidence. So what if this bitch just has a vault on some computer or some hard drive is like,
I don't know if we said this on the I don't know if we said this on the podcast, but it could be that Epstein is alive anyways, bro. This whole thing, dude. That's what I'm saying. This whole thing could be a play to just get her to where he is. You know what I'm saying? They got to go through the emotions or whatever, so that way they can make it look like she dies or goes to jail or whatever. Then they just wisp her off to whatever island he's on, and then they just sit there and chill because the tapes never did get found. You know what I'm saying? So whoever was out there trying to get them or did get them or whatever, probably don't got them and still needs them. That's why they're holding her. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to use her as leverage. So maybe, like I said, Epstein's still alive, and they're like, here's the deal. We're gonna let her go, but you got to give us the tapes and stuff, and then we'll disappear her for your ass. You know what I'm saying, to finish off all of it. Maybe that's part of his thing. It's like maybe he was like, y'all got to let me go. I'll give you the tapes. But then he lied and was like, nah, I need my bitch too. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he held on to him just a little bit longer. Now they working this play out. You know what I'm saying? Because if you was him, it makes sense to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to leverage that shit to the nth degree. It's like we was talking about that half a billy, bro. It's like, hey man, you got to sign an NDA, homeboy, get that other 300. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to play the game all the way, bro. If you're gonna get into it, you got to get all the way. So,
well, I truly think that Epstein ain't dead, and I kind of agree with what you're saying, that whatever happens, it's just to get her out of the limelight so they can get her to. Because I mean, how many fucking islands are there in the world that nobody knows a goddamn thing about?
Well, this too, Matt. You didn't see the documentary, but on there, the guy that works on his private island has said out of his mouth, I saw this guy, Bill Clinton. He said Bill Clinton. I think he also said the prince too. I think it was Prince Andrew who it was, whichever one of them it was. But he literally says out his mouth, I saw him there with a young girl. She didn't have any clothes on, and they were on top of each other, kissing and making out and stuff. Like, said he saw Bill Clinton doing this, and then everybody act like that dude is just a crack smoker or something. Like, that guy has a family and has had a job for 20 years. Like, he looks like a reliable source, bro. And he looks like he would know what Bill Clinton looks like on an island that he works on every day. You see what I'm saying? Like, to me, it's like the fact that they didn't even look into that is saying to me, they don't care. Like, even if she does have the tapes, at the end of the day, it's like, we want you to shut up about them tapes. Like, we're going to let you go, give us those tapes, and then y'all go away and shut the fuck up. Like, I think that's really what the deal is with Epstein, bro. Because they cut him a deal the first time. Like, it's like the dude, it wasn't Podesta. What was that dude's name? Acosta cut him a deal that first time in Florida when he got caught, bro. He only had to go to house arrest. Yeah, like, bro, he had some shit where he only had to go to jail at night. So if they cut him a deal like that the first time, what was to say that they didn't catch him? And then it was like, all right, man, you still got the tapes. We're going to act like you died in jail. We'll disappear you. He's like, all right, cool. And like I said, then they do all that. And then they're like, where are the tapes? And he's like, oh, well, I need Giselle to get out too. I don't trust y'all because y'all could still get to her through me or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I need us both to be safe. So then they pull a move with her, and then he gives them the tapes finally. But he might hold them on again and be like, nah, I need y'all to get my gardener, the dude on the island over here, because he's running his mouth with shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, anything can happen, dog. Because, like, if the tapes are as dirty as what they're claiming, bro, if you're Bill Clinton and somebody got a tape of you banging an underage girl, that shit is not just news. That is scintillating during COVID right now,
that's
too,
his
bro.
Legacy, too, dude.
That's what I'm saying, dog.
Dude's legacy.
People would be hot off the grill for that joint, bro. The presses would be melting to get to that paper. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like he probably does got some leverage over somebody. You know what I'm saying? That Yes, he got leverage over somebody that I think is really some serious shit. So we'll see. But there's like a whole nother like element to it to me too. Of like I said, you got to look at stuff at face value, man. Like at face value, like I was saying, like when you look at stuff at face value, you say to yourself, okay, in the court case, they caught this man red-handed. They have all these women saying, this guy did this to me, that guy did this to me. Like literally this girl goes up there and not only says that, that Epstein had raped her, but also that Epstein's lawyer had raped her. You know what I'm saying? And then literally the lawyer says, no, she crazy. She won't say that on camera. Then she says it on camera. And then he's like still denying it, saying, no, that's not right. So what does it take for you to get a rape conviction on someone? Like I would think, like as a cop, if I'm investigating that and the girl says that guy right there raped me, I recognize him, I would say, okay, that's what I have to go off of, so let me investigate that. Their investigation is literally go to that dude and say, hey, did you do this? And he's like, no, and then they let him go. You know what I'm saying? Like to me that just seems a little light. That's all I'm saying. So just even in doing that, that's a conspiracy to me, because it's like, why wouldn't you delve a little deeper into that? I've seen them press a dude on, 24, like when they do the homicide and shit, 48 hours and shit. I've seen them press a dude over buying a pack of cigarettes on that show, dog. Like, we know you was at the store, you had to have seen him, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen them press a dude like that. So you ain't gonna press a chick over her telling you that you raped her? That's a conspiracy to me. That's all I'm saying. I've seen them lock people up for shit they haven't done. So, like, if somebody accused you of rape, I would lock you up just to lock you up and then be like, okay, then find out you was innocent later. That's cool. But they've done that to black people all the time. But now, you know what I'm saying? Because of who it is, they wanted to cut this guy some slack. And they're willing to do it at the behest of some woman that's been totally taken advantage of and whole life destroyed, bro, when they were only 17 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the shit to me that's just, like, makes no sense, bro. Like, you got to look at it at face value. It's literally saying, we don't care about your children. We don't care. If they won't care about your children, we don't care about you. And they're willing to do anything to protect themselves, bro. So, I mean, like, saying all this crazy shit, I know sounds wild. Like, they disappearing people. But at the end of the day, if you were a pedophile and were going to get caught red-handed on video doing that shit, you would do anything to stop it. So who's to say that that shit's not possible? That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying I believe it's one true or not, but it's possible.
I just can't believe that when you have that much money, any sort of conspiracy you can think that's related to it, like, oh, they could disappear him. Of course they could. If he could afford to be on an island, bringing all these people in, making all those flights, they could get that guy out. They could give him plastic surgery, and he might be on an island, or he might just not look like himself, and he's just walking around fucking LA right now, living the life.
Or he could be looking like himself. Like, if you saw him and you know he dead, and you see somebody look just like him, you would say, oh, that's somebody that look like him.
Yeah, you'd be like, damn, that looks like Epstein. I wouldn't even really know, honestly. Like, I've seen many pictures of that guy, but I'd have to take a long motherfucking look at that guy to even be
sort of like every old white Jewish dude that work in Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he got the little open little white buttoned up shirt and stuff, you know what I'm saying? With the gray hair, with the black eyebrows, with the gray in it, you know what I'm saying? Like, he looked like all of them dudes, bro. Like, that's how they look.
That little tight moccasins, no socks, Miami style.
Yeah. That's how they all look, you know what I'm saying? So who's to say he ain't just walking around eating at Ruby Tuesdays right now? You know what I'm saying? We don't know. But at the same time,
Ruby Tuesdays. I hope he got a little more money than eating at Ruby fucking Tuesdays.
Man, he got to keep it. He got to keep it on the low, man. And plus, that's where a lot of high school chicks be going when they get out of school.
They got a good salad. I'll give Ruby. They got a good salad bar. I don't know.
But yeah, man. This is my thing, though, man. And like I said, if you're just looking at the baseline of all the facts of it, anything can happen with that chick, bro. Like, literally, man, she might get in there and tell you that goddamn JFK was fucking helping her molest them kids, bro. You don't know. Because at this point, dog, the shit just so entrenched in so much. It's like COVID. It's the same thing. Like, people literally are linking 5G towers with wearing masks. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you can link all them things together, you can link anything to that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, or to anything with that legacy, dude. Like, it's nonstop, bro. So, I just
think
feel
the internet
really
drove the world crazy, dude. I really.
Oh, that's what I was about to say. Well, you know, one of the big social failures of our generation is that we should have used the internet for what it really could have helped us was if we united each other and said, you know, hey, you're in France. What's your life like? I'm in America. This is what my life like. Damn, they shitting on you. They shitting on me. Like, we need to link up, you know what I'm saying? And unite and, you know, make like a united, you know, union of united, you know, anti-suffrage or labor force or whatever you want to call it, where everybody was like, until everybody getting treated the same, we ain't gonna stop, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, instead we just share fight videos and people twerking their ass and shit and a whole bunch of crazy shit.
Porno.
Yeah, but I mean, you seem like that's why I do believe that there is kind of like a dark hand, because anything that is used to unite us in a way also is set up to like play us, dog, because like we're not in control of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not in control of YouTube and shit, really. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they want, they can filter out what they want to say, you know, or not have said on their platforms and shit. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Facebook and all of that. Like, or even what you're exposed to, like even on like your browser and your news feed, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's most of the information people know. If you don't click on certain articles, they don't keep giving them to you. That doesn't mean that information didn't happen. It just means that they're giving you what they know you like. You know what I'm saying? So you just get caught in that same thing. But because of that, I feel like a lot of people get underinformed on a lot of shit. Even me. Like, it's hard to step outside of that little algorithm bubble that they keep sending you the same, so that you like seeing, so that you can see something that's different and then be like, oh damn, what's this about? But when you do learn about it, they will send you more information about it. But even just to learn it, man, like, it's dope. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
have you been watching Westworld at all?
Nah, I'm gonna probably start watching it this week though.
But there's a thing in that that's it's so crazy to watch that show, because they have this thing that basically, it's not really even a spoiler, but there's a thing in it where essentially it's like an AI that they use to plan the future. It prognosticates what's going to happen, and for everything, for the whole world, for every one person, and it tries to make this plan. And it's just like this big brain of AI, but it didn't work right when they first made it, because it didn't have human personality. It couldn't quantify that correctly. It could prognosticate in the future, but it couldn't really dial in too much because it didn't have this human aspect to it. So in the show, they used the shit from Westworld that was scanning all the people going into the park, their brains, and they sell that information to this other company with this AI, and that completes it. So I watched this video about it, and basically that's what happened with Facebook, and that whatever that company was that they
Cambridge Analytica shit. Yeah.
That's exactly what that is.
Yeah.
They had all of our data about who we are and what we do and what we consume, and they sold that to them. And I don't even think people are really aware of what that did, like what they sold that for, and why Cambridge Analytica wanted that shit. Because essentially they were trying to do what I just described in a TV show.
Well, they were trying to use it to fix the election, they were saying, to do that type of thing too. But I mean, like, that's why I don't really fuck with Facebook, dude, because you can even see, like, there's bots on there. Because, like, I have my profile on there as public, so, like, I can just have anybody see that shit. And, like, I'll just get random, like I posted a picture of, like, some black dude got shot, and people were putting, like, the laughing reaction to it. You know what I'm saying? But then you would click on the profile, and then, man, who was this racist motherfucker? And it would just be, like, a ghost profile with, like, 2 pictures and, like, no words and shit. And it's just, like, they're just doing this to try to create, like, a ground base of, like, you know, artificial people to try to manipulate emotions and shit, running like tests on you, basically. Because I mean, we were talking about this before, bro, like simulation theory and shit. Like, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to use it to predict the future. You know what I'm saying? They think that if they can get enough idea of what somebody would do in any situation, that if they present a situation, they can then guess what it's going to be. But the problem with that is that like, even in that show, like, humans are just totally unpredictable. Like, especially with Facebook, nobody really is their true self on social media. You know what I'm saying?
Hell no.
Like, it's you through a porcelain mirror. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna ever give your true unadulterated self to that shit. And because of that, you can't make a true accurate prediction on anything. So everything's gonna always be skewed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I mean, I don't know how they. That's why I don't like Facebook. Is that I go through it, and one, I know that it's not an indication of some of these people I know. It's just these people putting out positivity or bullshit or whatever. But it's also if you know that, Like, this isn't somebody being their true self. And then they put out dumb shit, like people that on Facebook put out all this stupid shit.
Right.
And to me, it's like doubly fucked up because it isn't who they really are, but yet they still want to put out this dumbass shit. Maybe it is who they really are, I guess. Maybe that is those people, that's who they really are, and they're just cool being that on social media. But I don't know. If you're trying to base society's future and planning it off of the shit that's on social media, good luck.
Well, I mean, also too is you have to realize, man, like the entire invention of that shit was basically voluntary surveillance. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going on there, giving them your inner thoughts so they can spy on you, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Like, so.
What if you worked there?
I don't know.
Would you, if you got a job at Facebook and they were like, "Hey, we need you just to spot. Your job is to fuck with," but maybe they have just like a division where they have political people or whatever, and they're like, "You got to fuck with these people. Your job is just to create dissonance in this little group. That's what we want."
Well, that's kind of what's terrifying about Facebook because you remember that documentary about Going Clear where the guy is going into Scientology, and they said that when Scientology was trying to get classified as a religion, they started to blackmail the leaders of the IRS and shit. You know what I'm saying? And where it's being like, oh, you know, like we seen you cheating on your wife or whatever, so you better, you know, give us our religion thing or whatever, so we can, you know, be tax free. And they wound up getting it because they did get some information on somebody that wound up cracking. So you got to think to yourself, what does Facebook know about, you know, people in power? Like, I mean, like if you're like, well, I know we always laugh about this, like Young Buck got caught liking a picture of a transvestite on Instagram and everybody clowned him for it. And it's like, well, if that was the case, then I guess you call them trannies. I'm sorry, trans person. I didn't mean to say transvestite. I was just sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to say that. But no,
there's
I'm
one,
saying though,
we
like,
have one trans person that listens to this, Aaron. You
right.
Son of a bitch.
But no, I'm saying, but like, what if that's Mitch McConnell though? You know what I'm saying? And now it's like they're saying like, oh yeah, we caught you liking this picture on this and that at this time, so you know what I mean? Like now we can use that to his advantage, or not even that deep. Like his assistant, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody that's working his office, and they'd be like, yo, you gotta tell us about what's going on and shit. And then, you know, they got access to other shit because they could blackmail somebody for something else.
Or they
you know
just
what I mean?
have computer access, you know, like somebody that's like a secretary, you can still get into the system. And
right.
It's crazy to think. I mean, in espionage in all levels, it just exists. And you would never, some of the shit you would never even think, like working in sales, in something about furniture. There's companies that do industrial espionage with each other for that.
Yeah.
You know what
and
I'm
you're
saying?
Like, why? Right? You know what I'm saying? You think yourself, like, why would you do that? But then it's like, if you're trying to be the best,
dude,
you can use any advantage that you have, you know?
When I got my job, the lady I trained me was like telling me that. She's like, you got to be careful. Sometimes people just make these like requests and they seem kind of weird, but they're just fishing for pricing or whatever. And I laughed at her. I was like, yeah, okay. Are you just fucking with me? She's like, no, I'm dead serious. You got to be. And it's like you said, you can't really conceive of that at that level. I mean, I get when you're trying to do like CIA level NSA shit. I mean, obviously,
you don't think that's
the biggest part of it.
You don't think Samsung would want to see what the new iPhone about to look like? You know what I'm saying? Like, or Sony want to look at the Xbox one time before it come out? You know what I mean? Like, so.
Well, even not even that kind of shit. I mean, there's shit like that, but then there's even shit. I remember when Lord of the Rings, those movies were coming out. You know, when that last one came out, like the original trilogy, when Return of the King came out, that was like a huge event.
Mm-hmm.
And when they were editing that, on one of the behind the scenes things, the editing guy said that even for a movie coming out, he would have to take like a drive from the editing bays and take it to the director so they could kind of watch dailies, right?
Yeah.
And he multiple times got pursued and chased by people that were just they knew that what was on that drive was Return of the King. And even at that, for something so dumb like that, there's people willing to do terrible shit to a guy just to see.
Oh my God.
Just to see a movie.
Imagine getting your ass beat over a hard drive, like Return of the King, dog. Like, hey man,
what if he like was some like bad? He's like, no, he just goes full like Gandalf in Lord of the Rings. Like, you will not get this drive.
Oh my god, bro! I just couldn't even imagine like what does like the Warner Brothers thugs look like and shit.
Yeah,
they just run up on you and shit. Like, hey, homie, you gotta come apart for that little Return of the King, son.
Weinstein before he got arrested, like, get me the final cut of Return of the King.
Oh man. Like, I'm just saying, like, if I was that editor, I would just be like, man, they don't pay me enough for this shit. Y'all can have this, dog. Like, and then the movie never comes out. They're just like, oh, this scene got lost. I'm like, what happened? Like, well, the editor got jumped, man, and he just wasn't down for the squad. He said he won't take no whoopings for the team, and he gave him the hard drive. So now Warner Brothers has that unreleased footage. Like, it is what it is.
But I mean, we used to do that all the time. When we would download torrents and shit, you get those movies that weren't even out yet.
Hella early. I mean, you know, I allegedly saw Taken 4 months before it ever hit the streets. Allegedly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we may have allegedly not paid for any movies for at least 2 to 3 years.
A decade, allegedly. Allegedly, a decade, allegedly.
That's why I pay for everything now. It's like, I feel kind of bad, I think. I feel guilty.
Oh, yeah, man. I kind of got over. But even though, I mean, they got over on us too, man. I still, every time I be thinking like that, I be like, man, they still got it like that, though. I ain't hurt them enough. I ain't throw enough bows.
I do that for just the huge L I took from my film education, where it's like, you guys made me think I needed an education for this bullshit.
Right. I just had to just start doing this shit.
It's like being a chef. Everyone thinks being a chef's like, oh, these people are so artistic, and some of them are, but a lot of them are just straight up degenerates, and that's all filmmaking is. It's just a bunch of degenerates and a couple people that actually are put together enough. But like the grips, the electric, those are just people that they may have worked in a car garage or like, you know, delivery driver, but now they're just smoking, you know, cigs, movies.
You just have like such a roadie idea of what a grip is, man. That's not what they're like. They're like such great scholars, bro.
I'm sure there
grip
are.
Be reading books, man. Come on, man. Don't be like that, man.
There's extremes to everything, but I'm telling the ones that I've met, not reading a lot of books. Let's put it that way. They're doing a lot of nitrous oxide hits. And,
God. The worst drug ever, bro. I just think it's funny that like people do that shit, man. I know you've done a couple of whippets back in your day.
I'm not gonna get into my.
You're white. We already know you're white, bro. That's what y'all be doing, man. White boys be on.
Dude, I knew a kid who was so into first of all, whippets, dumb drug, dumb way to fuck yourself up and fuck your brain
kill
up.
Your brain, yeah.
But I knew this kid that was so into doing whippets. Usually you buy a big-ass balloon, you put some of the shit in it, you take a couple hits off of it, you know, whatever. That's what is the norm. But this kid went next level. He bought one of those, like, for catering, for whipped cream and shit, the bottles that are empty that you put nitrous into. So you would charge this thing with whatever and just basically whipped cream bottle it into your mouth. And this kid paid, like, at the time, I remember he said it was like $50 for this thing. In my head, I was like, how much do you fucking, like, you could have bought $50 of weed instead of that. Just an apparatus to do whippets, which, here's my thing. Do drugs. Do whatever drug you want. I'm not going to judge you that much. But whippets, here's where you buy whippets. A porn store. Like, if you're going to do a drug, don't do a drug you have to buy in a porn store. That's my rule.
It's like, sir, can I get that entire back wall of whippets and some large condoms as well as some edible underwear?
It's like going to a fucking gas station and buying, like, dick pills. You have to buy, like, 3 other things, and then you're like, throw in some whippets on top.
Bro, I heard the most tragic story over this dude died from them gas station dick pills out here in Nashville, bro, where Like my barber just told me. I never met the guy, but they were saying that him and his girl had went out and were having fun, and like they had been doing other stuff too that night, like drinking and stuff and smoking and all a bunch of other shit. But they said that he went to go get some of them, took them, and like they said, old girl went in the bathroom and came back, and he was on the bed, gone, man. Like I'm like, damn, off gas station dick pills, son. Like
I don't know if it was the dick pills. I mean,
it might have just been everything.
Dick pills. I think most of the time those things are either nothing or it's literally
a bomb.
I think the one that I used to take when I did want to party with a D pill every once in a while, if I wanted to blow somebody's mind, it was called Rhino something.
A party with a D pill.
Dude, sometimes you got to party with a D pill. You got to throw them that next level action.
Too funny. That's when you're trying to catch a real big fish out there, bro. When you get a winner on the hook. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you. Sometimes you got to impress. I'm a human man. There's only so much.
That's how you got your wife.
With my dick.
We know that's how you got your wife.
I got a beautiful dick, but it's not gonna last long. It doesn't have the endurance. This is like
we know you and Kendra's relationship built off of straight up interracial love and dick pills. We know what's up.
That's my tip to everybody, y'all. Rhino XL and a little bit of love.
When I took them shits, bro, them just fucked my stomach up on some real though.
I mean, those shits worked for me, but they were just, to me, I think what it was just like the most bottom of the barrel version of what Viagra is, whatever that actual medication is that they make in China. And then somebody just buys an ass load of that, and it's probably vitamins mixed in because when they're making all that medication and it's like a supplement, they don't clean all that shit out. I mean, one of those things I remember when I was in Florida, this kid bought some and he showed it to me, which is actually where I initially found out about those things. And I never used them until I came to California. But that kid had something where on the package, I remember this vividly. It said it was made with ants.
Ants.
Like the insect. Ants. Somehow they took the essence of an ant and I guess put it into some form where it just supercharged your dick. So
I ain't never heard that. I know they got like what's that sleepy goat weed or whatever it's called, milky goat weed or some shit like that. I forgot. You know what I think it's funny that I saw advertised though the other day? Just because like, you be on like the torrent sites and shit, they have a pill that will increase the amount of nut that you can make, which is just like, I
don't want that.
I was about to say that's an intense power to have right there because I mean I'm not trying to be getting nobody pregnant. No way. It's like I'm trying to reduce the amount that it come out. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, first of all, I'm a condom user, so no one's really seeing me. Like, are you pulling it off and like check out how much is in there?
Yeah.
Like,
you get to you got to measure it at the end, bro. Like if you fill it all the way up to the tip in one shot, you're like a fucking G. You know,
that's like that those pornos where it's like it's some chick in a fucking cum shot, but it's one of those where she's like doing it like a pro, but it shoots in her eye, so you see that like reaction. Dude, why would you want more nut? Like,
I don't know. I just said I saw it advertised. I was like, man, I thought the same thing. I was like, that's an interesting ability to want to have there.
Maybe if you're in porn,
might make it feel better, man.
You got to do a lot of like scenes. Maybe you just got to blow it up on those and just blast.
The more that comes out, the harder it come, bro.
Oh,
yeah. See, you just didn't know that.
Semen is blood.
That's the blood. See me? That's why I'm strong. Because I don't let the blood come out. It's white, but it's actually blood.
When I excrete the blood of myself, I then reingest the blood, so I never actually lose any.
Bro, that dude was hilarious, man. That is the most great. I'm sure that guy's still walking around Muscle Beach somewhere, bro. I think that guy's. I mean, he's gonna live forever. He never busted a nut. He's gonna live forever, bro. He kept his essence since he was a young boy.
I mean, that's one of those guys that will tell you some weird shit like, yeah, when I bust in my hand, I usually just rub it on my skin because it's good for your skin. It's like, what? Why are you doing that? I always wondered, like, you would hear people talk about, like, snowballing where some chick like spits it in some dude's mouth. And it's like, what in the I have never once ever wanted that to happen or even thought of like, man, I wonder what that would be like. I don't care. Because I'll tell you this, like when I was a younger man and I had a little bit more velocity to my shot, sometimes you would have moments where you might just like lose control and take like a little fucking shot across the bow where you're like, God damn, I almost gave myself one.
Oh, God.
And in those situations, you know, I was not a happy person. And it never came to me where I was like, man, you know what? I'm going to try that again, but I'm going to try to just see, you know, what it tastes like.
Oh, God. I mean, that's like that episode of Workaholics when they find out old boy could suck his own thing, man. It's like, even if you could do that, I'd be like, man, I don't need that horrible ability in my life. I just feel like if I
figured out I could do that would be one of those secrets where I could never, even if I could do it.
Dude. That's nasty, man.
I just couldn't. I mean,
that's nasty, man.
If I could, I wouldn't tell anybody. So
now, would you do it for $500 million though? Now, see, and you would tell everybody.
If I could suck my own dick for $500 million, yeah, I would do yoga every.
But you had to tell. But you had to tell everybody though too. See?
I would let you watch me do it. It's me sucking my own dick. There's no shame in that. I'd be like, guys, hey, in the video, I'd be like, hey, everyone, this is Matt. Just come in here. I'm going to suck my own dick. Hope you guys enjoy. And just so y'all know, I'm doing this because I'm going to get $500 million. So enjoy.
Well, I'm going to just, hey, look, any billionaires out there, just know that for the small fee of $1 billion, Aaron and Matt will give you one of the most greatest shows you've ever seen.
I will twist my body. I will break my own back and then pay to have it fixed with the $500 million just to get my dick in my mouth, if that's what it takes.
Oh, man. Too funny, bro.
I will have my ribs removed, Marilyn Manson style. I will fillet myself to the full. If you got $500 million, the fucking sky's the limit, you guys. Sky's the limit, 1%.
You gotta finish it. You gotta finish yourself and swallow.
I just feel like it'd be so uncomfortable. I just don't know if I could. But I mean, hey, whatever I gotta do, it might take a day and a half. It's gonna be a long tape, but hey,
that is hilarious.
Hey, Bezos.
Right, holla at your boy. Holla at your boy. Well, I think that's good for the day, man. We've covered a litany of topics from conspiracies to self-filleting.
Well, I just would like to say that if there is anyone out there that has a lot of money, expendable income, and they do want to make an offer to me or Aaron, we do have a Gmail address.
And a Cash App.
You know, I don't personally have that set up for us, but we can definitely get that going too. If you do want to email us with any sort of offers to either sex us or have us sex something or sex ourselves, you can email us at AintLifeFunnyPod at gmail.com. So send in those offers. We're going to review them. And I mean, this isn't really the highest bidder because at this point we don't have a lot of listeners, and I really don't think any of them are billionaires. So I'm not going to take a $25 nut to the mouth just to fucking get paid. But you know,
bro, what if they had a site like eBay that did this, except, you know, just somebody was offering to do a crazy act with a bidding setup app attached to it, so it's like,
that's,
you know,
dude, that's a
bid starts at,
bro. That's a cam.
Yeah, I mean, basically, but it would just be for just, you know, like a Steve-O type dude where he's like, I'll fucking staple my earlobe to this door frame if you fucking, you know.
That's what that. That's probably what that. Have you ever heard of what OnlyFans.com?
Oh yeah,
that's probably what that is, because OnlyFans was created so that
Instagram models could shoot porn.
Basically, it's like a ways for. I feel like it was created by porno because I think a vast majority of the people on that are porn stars that instead of doing like something where maybe a cam site takes money from them, this is all to their pocket. OnlyFans is completely. You get paid whatever you get paid, and they don't take a cut. I think. And I'm willing to do a lot. Let's get we need to get an OnlyFans.
It's a mindset out in America. Check this out. The American mindset is that to get $1 billion, you got to hit the lottery. You got to get it all at one time. Yeah. Now, in other countries, they understand that if you really want $1 billion, what you got to do is you got to sell something that costs, $1 1 billion times. So that's what OnlyFans does. Whereas we would be down to do the one big act for the bill. They just like, hey, for $1, I'll just do the small shit until it become $1 billion. OnlyFans got that long-term hustle going. You know what I'm saying?
If you can think of something for $1 for me to do 1 billion times, definitely. I'm into that, too. I'm down for the whatever. I need some money, guys.
COVID is hurting his pockets, boy.
I know. So, for everyone, I gave you the Gmail site. I think we're going to have to start a OnlyFans site just so... A lot of solo vids. I'm going to be doing some West Coast solo vids. If you want to I'm going to have to get some of those Rhino XL pills just to make sure I'm at full.
Oh, man. Too many callbacks in this episode right here already.
That's what it is. It's like OnlyFans brought to you by Rhino XL. It's just a huge hard dick. And then I just, sit down, we talk.
Hey, man, you laughing, but you fuck around and make yourself some money. You'll be on there every week, boy. Being quick selling the furniture real quick.
I got big
furniture
feet.
Be out the window.
I got big feet.
Hey, there you go, man. What if it's somebody right now just paid 20 G's to stop on a watermelon with your big ass feet? You'll be like, you know what I'm saying? You'll be down.
I'll get my own foot in my mouth for whatever, for way less than that. So, we can make shit happen.
I'm about to say, it sounds like it's an untapped market. It's an untapped market out there.
I'm gonna have to cut this because now I feel like I'm selling myself short. People, if we're gonna start this, I need people to think I need the $500 million. I can't be out here saying I'll jerk myself off with my $1.
Right. Look how quickly the price fell. That's the problem with the game right there, man. It's always that one bitch out there selling ass for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Somebody like, this bitch out here making money every day. She got $1,000. Like, you out here giving away ass for free, bitch. You're stupid. You're crazy.
Well, we'll see what offers we get. We'll go from there. We're gonna have to tailor this to.
I just think it would be funny because on OnlyFans, I'm sure they can see each other. Like if you're like a porn chick and then you see another porn chick and you find out they're just getting like double what you make, it's like, man, fuck that bitch, man, hold up. Or you'd be thinking like, I need to raise my prices, goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna lie, back in the day,
that's like the Price is Right, where she's like, oh, she'll do it for 4,000. 4,001, dude.
Right, exactly. Bro, I seen. I remember I went on Backpage before just because, like, I remember it was a thing, and I just was like, "This really exists." Like, I just couldn't believe that it was a real thing, right? Yeah. Bro, I go in there, man. It's some women on there selling that shit for like $35, dog. Like, it's some cheap ass on there. It's like,
cigarettes, bitch.
Yeah, like, what are you doing, man? It's like, this chick over here is making $500. Like, what the fuck? Like,
look, I've been craving Applebee's for months. I need some money.
Right. It's like, look, I'll suck you dick. Just give me a ride to the corner. Like, that's all I need. It's like, yo, you need to chill. It's like, you need to chill.
I know my breast stink. I'll suck your dick for some try that motherfucker. Just give me give me a Tic Tac and a ride over to the post office.
Bro, that's why I'm glad they shut that shit down. Because I remember I looked at that and I was just like, yo, it is some women on here. Y'all need Jesus. Y'all need something, bro. It's like this shit is not working out, shorty. Like, you need to get your numbers together because you got that fucked up. But then there'll be some of them that be asking for so much. It'd be like, do you see what you look like? Yeah. You really think that's worth that? Are you sure? Do you
Unless you are Mimi from Drew Carey's show and I'm fucking the actual celebrity for that much, no, I will not pay.
She was on there though. She only wanted I think she only wanted 75 for half and half, for a half and half.
Whatever.
Yeah, she only like 75 for a half and half, you know. I used to think for the longest time Mimi was Drew Carey on that show. Like, I didn't realize that was a whole other person. I thought that was just him in a dress, dog. Because like Martin would be Shanae. I thought that's just what that was supposed to be, bro.
What if you found out it was like they never wanted to tell you? They were like, yeah, it's this woman, but it was that Drew Carey's like, don't let people know that's actually me. I'm too fat. I'm too crazy.
I'm pretty sure that was him.
Kendra apparently thought the same thing. So
yeah, see,
I guess all white people. Just, this is episode 13. Just to cover everything, Aaron and I will sell ass for a very cheap price, apparently. So we'll talk about that more.
OnlyFans coming soon for all of the listeners out there. If you want to get a sneak peek of something that your favorite podcasters want to show you, we're there for you. $5.99.
Maybe fucking Joe Rogan won't do this, but us lowly podcasters with no listeners, we will do whatever we can. But we love you guys. Hope everyone's safe. Be good. We'll see you next week, y'all.
Peace.
Peace.
Yeah.